Water is such an important part of our communities and ecosystems in Florida. We swim, fish, go boating, kayak, and watch the sunset over our beautiful rivers, lakes, and oceans. Lake Okeechobee controls the water of Florida's southern region, and over to the west, the Caloosahatchee brings water out to the Gulf. The quality of these systems is all interconnected. Water filtered through natural grasses and mangroves in one area can benefit regions downstream. At the same time, toxins from runoff pollution can spread throughout the system and hurt ecosystems stretching for miles. So how large is this water system really? And how is pollution entering these waterways?
So the watershed is much larger than people often assume. In terms of the Caloosahatchee, not only is this the river itself, but it also includes Lake Okeechobee's watershed. The watersheds are much bigger than just the area directly next to the bodies of water, and this extends into the canals and rivers and lakes that feed into the larger systems. Any fertilizers or pesticides, any harsh chemicals that are used in the roadways, and any sewage within the groundwater is going to wash into the Caloosahatchee River and out here to Sanibel and Captiva.
Because Southwest Florida's watershed is so extensive, we see negative impacts both to the human communities living alongside these bodies of water, as well as the ecosystems within them. Fish, birds, turtles, and grasses all rely on the river for survival. Many endangered, threatened, and protected species, including marine and freshwater turtles, snowy plovers, least terns, and bald eagles, call the Caloosahatchee, Gulf of Mexico, and larger watershed home. At the Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation in Southwest Florida, we monitor and protect oysters, seagrass, sea turtles, terrapins, shorebirds, and other wildlife that live in these ecosystems and are impacted by their destruction. Our biologists have witnessed firsthand many of these species being hurt by harmful algal blooms and other kinds of water pollution.
We have a lot of shorebirds and a lot of seabirds here and a lot of migratory seabirds that come through. All those migratory birds, they're feeding their young when they're here. So they primarily feed on fish like terns, gulls, cormorants. They feed on fish that get that ingest those brevetoxins or other toxins that are in the water. Keep your distance if you see a sick bird. Usually you can tell if they're sick if they're kind of off from a flock.
It's devastating to see the impact that our choices have on the species that require the Caloosahatchee Estuary to survive. So how can we change these choices to be better stewards for the environment?
So as individuals, we can be better stewards for the environment by trying to plant more native plants so that the water is filtered. And from a larger perspective, ensuring that we're electing officials who care about water quality.
Learn more and support coastal conservation in Southwest Florida by visiting sccf.org.